Yes, good morning students. I think we have taken a long break of 2 or 3 weeks, so right, which means the classes pressure had been created by the other external forces in regarding conducting these online classes, etc. And apart from that, 10th public examination announced, and based on that, rather taking the new syllabus to you, we have taught the grammars and the question paper patterns which you would have listened in the previous classes, right? In the previous classes you would have listened these things. If you had observed the class carefully, these things would have been in your mind by now. You can recollect these things. Now it is the time to start a fresh academic year in the online classes itself. So we are going to start not grammar, we are not going to continue the grammars, etc., etc. We are going to start the first unit here, the first 10th standard unit, and let us go as fast as we can in the speed which you can follow. All the 50 students of SRK must be able to follow what we are teaching here on the online. Here the textbooks are ready in the school. You just come, pay the first term fees and collect your textbooks. And those who are not having the textbook right by now in the first class, you just take a printout at least and listen to the class. Okay, just take the printout and listen to the class so that it will be easy to follow and follow the assignments too. Okay. So without further introduction, let me directly go to the text, and it is your duty. See, SRK is giving its best of service to the society in this pandemic situation. What you people have to do is make use of all the facilities which you are having right by now. Actually, we will be telecasting this classes live at your comfortable time. The parent the parents, they can give the instrument, nothing but the phone to you. The comfortable time they will be giving the phone to you. You can have your mobile or your system, watch these live classes, give attendance. That is a much important thing. The attendance is the most important thing, right? During the starting of the class, you can wish by giving the attendance. During the closing of the session, you can give by thank you. In between, you can fly somewhere. Not like that. We used to take the spot attendance also, where we will be giving some commands to obey you. So that why we all are doing all this instruction is, we want to inculcate a good education in this pandemic situation. We want to give good education in this pandemic situation to all the SRK students. And this is not supposed to be end. This is not supposed to be end with the SRK students alone. With the SRK students alone. It should be used by the government school students, by the other school students. So pass the information to other people so that they too can use these facilities. So let us go to the class. So the first unit, first lesson is his first flight. His first flight written by Liam O'Flaherty. Liam O'Flaherty. You may not much familiar about his what he is, who he is, what are his best. What are his other best novels, etc., etc. Apart from that, you may know that a little thing about him. Nothing but he is the one who leading the Communist Party in his own country, and he used to give some good information to the society. And with this, we no need to have a much detailed introduction about the author. We can directly go to the prose. We can directly go to the text. His first flight. His first flight. This refers to the male gender. First flight, the first time flying. The first time flying. This lesson, whenever a curriculum has been framed to different standards, whenever the curriculum has been framed to different standards, the purpose of the curriculum will be, the essence of the curriculum will be there. Based on the syllabus which used to be framed according to the curriculum is, it used to fulfill the mere essence. Here the essence is how the parents are training the kids. Here the essence of this prose lesson is how the parents are taking care, how the second parents are taking care, right? How, whether they are punishing you, whether they are taking care of you, whether they are making you to suffer, whether there is a reason for making you to suffer, why they are doing that, what is the purpose, what is the ultimate aim of the parent, and what you should do, how you should behave. Like that, the entire thing used to be covered in a single message of how the bird has its first flight. That's all. Right? Just while I am reading the text, listen carefully so that you can understand what is going there, and compare yourself to the first flight bird which is measured here. Compare the parental bird here in this lesson to your parents and to your teachers, of what they are trying to teach you or what they are trying to inculcate in you, right? With this short introduction, let us go to the text. A young seagull, nothing but the sea bird. The young seagull was alone on his sledge. The young seagull was alone on his sledge. Ledge means a rock, at the end of the rock, right? Usually the sea birds used to be fly over the seas, and you used to take its prey on the top of the sea, and then while if it is to be nest means at the rear end of the seas or in the mid of the seas, there used to be some rocks. In that rocks it used to be nestled there, and it used to lay eggs there, and it used to hatch, and then it used to grow its birds, and then once again the mother bird used to take the baby bird to the routine life in the sea, right? The young seagull was alone in his sledge. One young seagull, the newly hatched seagull bird, has been living alone on the ledge, nothing but the rock, right? His two brothers and his sister had already flown away the day before. See, not only the young seagull is alone, actually 3 eggs have been hatched. So his two brother and sister, it has 3 siblings, actually 4 birds, 4 baby birds were there. His 2 brothers, 2 male birds, and his sister, 1 female bird, had already flown away the day before. The day before itself, 1 day back itself, those birds, those young birds used to make an attempt to fly by its own, and they fly away from the rock to search some prey or to practice some flight. Right? Now it is very clear that only 1 young seagull is left alone on the rock, which means this particular young seagull does not have guts to fly, fly. He had been afraid to fly with them. His two brothers and sisters start to flung and they fly away. And they started their flight. They started their first flight. But this young one had been afraid to fly with them. Right? For example, you and your siblings may given some works with you by your parents. One of your sibling will be doing that boldly and you will be saying, no, I will not jump from this place to other place. I will not walk. I will not drive the cycle. I will not drive the scooter. I have too much of fear. Like that you used to say to your parents, no? The same was happening here. That is what pointed out here. Somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the ledge and attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid. See, somehow when he had taken a little run forward, it used to run forward before flying and then to the brink. Brink means the edge of the ledge. Ledge means a big stone, brink means to its end. To its end it used to run for flying to take off the flight, but when it used to take its flight, it used to be afraid and once again it used to stop at the brink, at the edge. At the edge it used to stop. It will not fly. Once again it will go back and take rest. This is what the activity of the young seagull. Somehow when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the ledge and attempted to flap his wings, flapping the wings. If you are going to flap, you used to fly higher and higher. So a little run forward to brink of the ledge and attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid. So once again the bird used to be afraid and stop flying. Not stop flying, not yet started flying because of the fear. How many of you matching yourself with the young seagull who is having the same fear to do anything? Compare. The great expanse of sea stretched down beneath. The great expanse of sea stretched down beneath, and it was such a long way down, miles down. See, it was a great expanse. The sea used to be spread over and over, miles and miles. So once if you start flying, you must have a good solid mind to fly for a long time, because it is miles and miles away, right? It is miles and miles down. He felt certain that his wings would never support him. So the young seagull thinks that, he can't fly for a long time. Oh, this is a big sea. It is looking over miles and miles. My wings will not support. My wings will not supposed to fly for a long fly over a long distance. So I will not fly. I do not have that capacity. This is what the thinking of the young seagull who is sitting there on the ledge itself. The other birds, the other two brothers and sister birds, which have the guts, they started flying and they are starting their routine life cycle. So he felt certain that his wings would never support him. So he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the ledge where he slept at night. So he used to think like that when he used to just walk and try, and once again he used to run back to the hole on the ledge and he used to sleep there itself. No. I can't fly over a long distance. I can't fly over the miles. I can't bend his head. So he just ran away and taking rest in the same place. in the same place, right? So, 10 minutes. Right, let me teach you what is the ledge, what is the brink, how the young seagull is. See, listen here, this is what the sea is all about. This is what the ledge, the stone in the sea. And brink means, see, listen here, the edge of the ledge. Listen here, the edge of the ledge is called brink. So the bird, the mother bird used to lay the eggs on the holes of the ledge, and it used to hatch. See the broken eggs. So after some time, the brother, two brothers and one sister, and the mother bird has taken their flight to the other place to in search of the prey and etc. But this young seagull does not have the guts to fly from here to other place. Right? Whether it is clear for you? Now, what is going to happen in the other paragraph says, the mother bird and the brothers will tease and create a kind of initiating power, initiating mind. They will initiate the mind power of the young seagull. See what they are going to do. This is a perfect example for you people also. You compare yourself to the young seagull, not everybody. So, not everybody, most of the people, some of the students will be like the brothers and sisters here. Some of the students will be like a young seagull here. You compare where you are, whether you are on the other side or you are on this side. By the end of this lesson, you will know how you should be. Right. Coming back to the next paragraph. Even when each of his brothers and his little sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings and flew away. See, what is there on the line is the brothers and sisters have much shorter wings than what the wing size of the young seagull, right? These two and the sister bird have very short wings comparing to the wing size of the young seagull. But see, they ran to the brink, and they flapped their wings and they flew away. But this young seagull, he failed to muster up courage to take the plunge which appeared to him so desperate. Nothing but this bird does not muster up, boost up the courage, must not have the guts to appear to him so desperate. So must not have the guts to do that cute work. If he is going to have the guts, he will be start flying as if like his brothers and sisters. His father and mother had come around, calling him shrilly, scolding him, threatening to let him starve on the ledge unless he flew away. See what his mother is doing, what his father and mother is doing. The father bird and mother bird had come around calling him shrilly. So the father and mother bird used to come nearby the bird. It used to fly on the top of the bird, and they are making shrilly voice, some cute voice, come on, come on, come on, you fly, you can, you do what your parents are asking to you, what your parents are asking you to do. Like that, this mother bird and father bird, come on, come on, come on, do. As your parents say, study, you are going to 10th standard, don't look don't spend more time in your mobile phone, don't spend more time in your TV. Like that, your parents used to say no. Like that, this father bird and mother bird have come around calling him shrilly, scolding him. Sometimes what they are doing, scolding. The mother bird and father bird scolding this young seagull. You fool, you don't sit there itself, you fly. Like that, in the language of the birds, they are scolding the young bird. They are threatening to let him starve on the ledge. See, you are on the ledge. We won't provide you food. See, we won't provide you food. You have to be here, you have to be starved, you have to be live here without any food, you have to die here. Unless if you are going to fly, you won't have any food, you won't have anything in the ledge. You have to just starve there itself on the ledge without food. Unless he flew away, you have no other option. See, you have no other option. You must be able to fly. Then only you will get some food and then only you can live. Or else you have to starve in the ledge itself. But for the life of him, he could not move. But for the life of him, the fear which he have in the life will are not able to move, had not allowed the bird to move from the place. No, if I am going to fly in the sea, I will die I will just put down myself in the sea and I will die. This is what the negative thinking of the young seagull. This is what the negative thinking of the young seagull. So in this class, let me pause with this stanza. I am going to give you just two short answer. Just two short answer. One, why did the seagull fail to fly? Prepare the answer by yourself. What did the parents do when the young seagull failed to fly? So, why the young seagull is not flying from the ledge? You know the answer. You are going to write by your own. The next answer is, what did the parents do when the young seagull failed to do? When the young seagull refused to fly, what the parents are doing? See, come around and calling him shrilly, scolding him, threatening to let him starve on the ledge, etc. has been done by the mother parents. So this is what the simple homework I am giving to you. So listen right from here regularly. Now we are starting the class with one subject, and soon we will be having 3 subjects per day in the online class, which should be listened by you. It should be listened by you. Then and that, try to do the homework, memorize that, so that when the school is going to reopen, we can have some good exams, we can perform well directly, we can do well in the coming 2020-21 public examination, probably in the month of March or April. So you must get ready for the public examination. We have started the journey. Go with full speed, complete the assignment, post it to the tab number, 733, no? Post it to the same number. I will be verifying it and then give you back the comments also, right? So let us meet in the next class. Until, go through the text. In the meantime, pay the first term fees and collect your textbooks at the earliest, which will give you a comfort education. So do your homework. Thank you.